All right. Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Chill with Phil. I have not done an official Chill with Phil in a while, actually. I think we had like a few impromptu night streams where like I finished something early and we did some Q&A, but we haven't had like an official Chill with Phil stream in a while, which is fine. But I felt like tonight I wanted to break stuff up because we've been doing nonstop gaming pretty much hardcore for a while. Um, this week we played a ton of all the games that, normally I would play. Rather than end this abridged week, because this was only a 4-day streaming week for me, rather than finish it with another gameplay stream of a game we've been playing, I said, let's just have a stream where we can hang out, enjoy each other's company, talk, whatever you want, and just have a good time, a little bit of Q&A or whatever, and end the week on a nice, calming, relaxing note. Next week will be a crazy week. Next week is a 7-day streaming week. We've got a big push in the first 5 days to get as far as I can in all the games I'm playing, including Chronos the New Dawn, Hollow Knight Silksong, Suikoden 2. We're going to do a little bit of Gears multiplayer to see if it works. I don't know if it will. A little bit of American Truck Sim variety there. But we have to get as far as we can because a week from tomorrow is the double release day, Silent Hill F, as well as Sonic Racing Crossworlds. So because of that, I want to go as far as I definitely can, basically. I really do. I want to, man, can we do it? Can we get through and maybe get to the end of like Chronos and get a really good chunk into Silksong? So we shall see next week how it goes. Keep in mind, the end of next week, the Friday the 26th of September, my monthly marathon is the Worst Games Ever marathon event. We'll be playing a wide variety of bad games in a marathon setting. There's going to be booze. There's going to be food. There's going to be all kinds of fun stuff going on. I can't wait to end the month of September on a high note with that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay. Okay. So with all that going on, and by the way, today I didn't do a podcast. So I was like, if I'm not doing a podcast, why not do Chill with Phil tonight? We can all hang out, talk, get all the issues off the table or whatever, and go from there. All right. So by the way, it is Wednesday, the 17th of September, 2025. And it's time to hang out, Chill with Phil. All right. Let's get right to it. I got a question already from DJ, and DJ, I'll answer. We got a couple of tips that just rolled in that I want to take a look at. So DJ says, why not Borderlands 4? I always liked your Borderlands playthrough. I've explained this a lot. I'll explain it again. I've answered this question probably, I'm not exaggerating, 20 times in the last few days. Okay. Let's take a look at the history of Borderlands on my channel. And by the way, everyone is complaining about this shirt. You guys don't like this shirt? Why not? A bunch of people on Kick is what it is, are complaining about the shirt. You guys don't like the shirt. What's wrong with it? Can someone explain? What don't you like about the shirt? The collar is fucked up. The collar is meant to sit basically kind of like this. Like, for example, here, you want me to do this? Maybe I'll do this. If this would make it look better, and you guys would stop complaining. All right? That's how it's supposed to be. Like, you're supposed to have an undershirt, but you're supposed to have it open like that. Do you like it like that better if I button the shirt? Is it a big deal? If it's a big deal, I'll button the shirt. I don't care. If it bothers people, I don't give a shit. Does it look better now? Seriously? Does it look better now? It's either that or I'm going to take it off. It's one or the other. I just don't want to hear people talk about it all night. I really don't want to hear people complaining about the shirt all night. I was trying to play Silksong earlier today, and everyone's complaining about the shirt, talking about the shirt, not the game. Like, oh my God. Okay. Of course, facehugger. Of course, it's probably fake criticism. They're just trying to get attention or whatever, right? I get it. I mean, this is a chill night stream. I don't have to look nice for it. I can take the shirt off, too. If you think that this doesn't look good buttoned, if you want me to take the shirt off, I can take it off. I'll just have the undershirt. I don't give a shit. All right? How about this? If we hit the goal, I'll take the shirt off. There you go. When we hit the support goal tonight of 150 of support across all venues, all avenues, I will take the overshirt off, and I will just have the undershirt on for the rest of the night. How about that? There you go. There's your big reward for the night. Also, tonight, I've got to bring this up. Tonight, we have a goal over on Kick. I don't know if you guys can see it. The goal for this week for Kick subs was 25. It's just trying out this goal thing you can do for kick subs, right? So I set it up yesterday for 25. We're at 15. If we can get 10 subs tonight on Kick, we've hit that goal. So how about that? Either if we get to a total of 150 tonight, or if I get 10 Kick subs right now, I'll take the shirt off. How about that? So one or the other. Are we going to get 10 subs right now on Kick, or are we going to get 150 total across YouTube and Kick? How's it going to go? Let's go. Either that or I'm going to keep the shirt on. Actually, you know what? I'm going to unbutton the shirt again to bother people. I'm going to unbutton the shirt and bother you with the unbuttoned shirt until we hit the goals, all right? We either need 10 subs or the full 150 and the shirt will come off, but otherwise I'm leaving it like that. There you go. How do you like them apples? That's how I roll. Exactly. 200 IQ move by Phil. Exactly right. That's how I roll. Why am I giving you something you want for free? Absolutely not. The shirt stays open. Okay? Wow, you guys are something else. All right. So anyway, to answer the first question. Oh, by the way, Buckwell, I believe did you do Buckwell did 100 kicks. Thank you, Buckwell, for 100 kicks. I appreciate that. There's also some tips that came in, but I wanted to answer DJ and DJ's question first, okay? Let's get Buckwell on the leaderboard, because if I don't get him on the leaderboard now, I won't get him on the leaderboard because it disappears. There's nowhere that it even says that anymore, and I'll forget all about it, okay? Okay, so thank you, Buckwell. So DJ and DJ says, Borderlands 4, why aren't I playing it? Are you ready for the answer? Okay. It's this simple. I played Borderlands 1 when it was a brand new game back in the day. Remember that? And I didn't know what I was getting into. I played it solo as a looter shooter. And to be honest, I liked the game, but it was insanely difficult because it's meant to be co-op. Like there's a particular boss fight where one person is supposed to be going on one side of this giant walkway and someone else is supposed to go the other way to distract the enemies and then take the enemies out with a flanking maneuver. When you're playing it solo, it's insanely difficult. Okay? So I understood what they were going for. I did like it, but overall, I didn't think it was a great game because you can't really play it solo and enjoy it. So when Borderlands 2 came around, I did a playthrough, all right? And when Borderlands 2 came around, I did a co-op back in the day with John. And if you remember, it was a pretty fun co-op playthrough. Was it the best game I'd ever played? No. Was it the worst game I ever played? No. Was it fun? It was. So I did enjoy it, okay? Then when Borderlands 3 came out many, many years later, I played it solo again, because you guys had asked me to try it out. So I played it, and honestly, I think we can all agree, Borderlands 3 sucked. Absolutely sucked. It was not good at all. It was insanely boring. It was over the top cringe with the writing. The gameplay elements weren't great. They were okay. So everything about the game was kind of underwhelming, right? And I forced myself through it, because if you remember back then, things were a lot worse for me financially. All right. So because of that, you have to understand, if I bought a game, I kind of had to commit to playing it. So I toughed through the game. I did eventually beat it, but no one cared. Everyone was like, why did you continue to play that? It sucked, right? So now here we go. Borderlands 4. Oh, it's coming back. Are you going to play it? I'm like, wait a minute. The first playthrough didn't work. The second playthrough was kind of okay. The third playthrough was atrocious. No one liked it. Why would I play Borderlands 4? Here's what Borderlands 4 is going to be. You grab guns, you go out there, you shoot things, numbers fly off the top, they die, they drop loot, you pick up the loot, you swap out for the better loot, you level up, you go out there, you shoot things, the numbers fly off of them, they drop guns, you pick them up, you go out there, you shoot some things, numbers fly off of them, they drop loot, you pick it up. Do you see the point? It's the same exact gameplay loop over and over. What makes Borderlands good is the social experience that you have if you have a group of friends or fellow gamers who you're teaming up with, and you have that teamwork and that camaraderie. That's where Borderlands shines. I'm not going to do that. If I'm going to play it, I'm going to end up playing it solo. It's going to suck. So I'm not going to play it, okay? I even said the only way that I would play Borderlands 4 is if it came out this week and all of a sudden there was like insane amounts of people screaming, oh my God, I can't believe how good it is. This is game of the year, hands down, bar none. It's a can't miss. You must play this game. You must experience it. If that happened, then I would have played it. But instead, what we got was, it's okay, it's kind of all right. Oh, look, it has an insane amount of graphical optimization issues on every single platform. So instead of playing that, I'm balancing all the other games that I'm trying to get through. Chronos, Silk Song, trying to get through Suikoden. We're trying to do a little bit of variety with multiplayer, with Gears now. And then we've got 2 new games on deck for next week that are way more high priority than Borderlands 4. I'm sorry. I'm more interested in Silent Hill F, and I'm actually more interested in Sonic Racing Cross World than I am about this Borderlands game, okay? So that's why. I hope that makes sense. No offense if you wanted to see the game. I get it. I'm just not interested. I've played the game 3 times before. It doesn't work, okay? Okay, thank you to Noah. Noah became a member tonight. He's the first member of the night. Let's get him on the leaderboard. There's a couple small tips that came in, but I don't know if they're legit or trolls. I'm going to take a look in a moment here. Okay, so guys, let's go. Let's get some subs on Kick right now. We got to hit 10 subs by the end of this Chill with Phil stream. Then we complete my goal for the week. And then next week, what we'll do is we'll set a realistic goal for the whole 7-day week. You figure with a 7-day week and a marathon, that probably we should try to get a lot of subs next week. All right, we'll see. But please, let's hit that goal tonight. All right, Fat Bernard just did 100 kicks over on Kick. I apologize, guys, that so far there is no way to get animations for these. In fact, let me just refresh and confirm that they did not do any kind of an update. I'm pretty sure they did not, but I just want to make sure nothing's been added here to have them there. No, currently it's just subscriptions. That's it for Kick. They have not yet integrated the Kick's system. I'm not surprised. I mean, you know, I had Kick integration. It took a long time for them to have Kick integration in these pop-up services to begin with. Someone tipped $1 saying, your mouth is skewed to the side. Yes, it's called my face. It's literally called my face. Do you understand? I've never had a symmetrical face my whole life. It's just that until recently, I didn't have high quality visuals, so no one fucking noticed. I always had a camera that was low pixely quality, you know, fuzzy shit, bad lighting, and it was always at like a crappy angle. Now I have a camera that's dead center pointed at me. I have another webcam that's even closer to my face. I mean, also, as people are like, oh, your hair's not even. Yeah, I know. It hasn't been even like my whole life. I've always had an issue where the hairline here was further back and the hairline here was further forward. I know that I am losing some hair probably like right here, and I understand that, but I've never been symmetrical, all right? That's how God made me. I'm okay with it. My wife's okay with it. That's the only people who should care. I don't give a shit if my mouth is crooked, my hair is crooked, my ass is crooked, whatever it is. Nobody should care unless you're an obsessive fucking weirdo. Thanks for the $1 tip, obsessive fucking weirdo. Someone tipped $2 says this is day 2 of asking you to play the Gears of War Reloaded outro credits music and rap along to it, the Cole rap. I'm never playing that ever again. LTG is perfectly symmetrical. Are you fucking kidding me? First of all, LTG does not even have any high quality shit in his setup at all. It's all fucking fuzzy shit. And number 2, he has glued on hair. His hair is fucking fake. He touches it and the whole thing moves together in one piece. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway. Anyway, all right. What would you guys like to talk about? Tronsgate Legacy asks, do you think your voice has genuinely changed over the years, or do you think it's just the microphone quality? Well, it's both. Okay, number 1, just take a look at my setup back in the day versus today. Back in the day, I had a camera, a digital camera that was pointed at my television. It had a tiny little microphone in it that would pick up the ambient noise of all the stuff in the room, the noise of the TV, the game, and my voice from behind. It sounded awful, but it also kind of sounded like you're in a room playing a game with someone sitting next to you, right? It did. So because of that, I had this certain cadence and sound to my voice. If you actually listened to some other videos, like for example, sometimes I would go out on a trip and I would have a Handycam camcorder. And if you listen to that, it sounds different. And a lot of people would even comment on the video, oh, you sound different in these videos. Yeah, because it's a different kinds of camcorder versus this digital camera. And then when I went to direct capture and I started using a dedicated microphone and other things, my voice sounded completely different. And people were like, whoa, what happened to your voice? Now that I'm using another new microphone for just under a year, right? I got this in what, December, January, I think? I think it was January I got it, right? Now we're using new hardware, new software, different filters. I'm going to sound different again. All right. So when you change equipment, you're going to sound different. Now listen to this. Ready? And now I sound different too, because now I'm talking close to the mic at a lower volume, and the microphone picks up your voice differently depending on the distance that you are from the microphone. See that? So now I actually sound even more like deep and high definition. I'm not doing anything different with my voice, but I sound different because I'm closer to the microphone. Now that I'm sitting back naturally, I sound different again, right? Fair enough, okay? Now, Has my voice actually changed over the years as well? Yes. Why has my voice changed? Because for the last 17 years of my life, I have sat down in front of some kind of a camera or video recording device and talked for hours on end. This is a speaking job, just like anyone who starts on the radio. If you listen to their voice like early on, and then if you listen to them many years later, their voice will change. It absolutely will. You'll still recognize their voice because it sounds a little different. Listen to Howard Stern from way back in the day when he was broadcasting from New York City and listen to him today on Sirius, and he sounds different. Same voice, you could recognize the person, but he definitely sounds different. Talking changes your vocal cords. I can tell you this, when I was younger, I used to be able to sing and hit high notes. I could sing incredibly high notes all the time, just nail them. I can't do that anymore. When I try to do that, my voice cracks. And there's nothing I can do about that. I got older, my vocal cords changed. Things are different now, okay? So that's what happens. And I guarantee you, in another 17 years, which I still hope I'm doing this in another 17 years because I love it. It's the best job I've ever had. I bet my vocal cords will sound different again. People will be comparing again and be like, oh my God, he sounds so different, right? By the way, if my shirt is bothering you, I already told everyone tonight, if we hit the goal tonight, I'll take this shirt off and I'll just wear the undershirt, all right? Or if we get 10 gifted subs on Kick, of which we have 0 right now, then I'll also do it because we have a goal to get 10 more subs on Kick by the end of tonight's stream. That's my weekly goal, and I want to hit that goal. So if I get 10 subs, I will do it, okay? Cool, let's go. What did I have for dinner? We had a pork loin that was marinated in a mesquite barbecue sauce, baked and roasted in the oven, and then we had mashed potatoes and sweet corn. I thought it was just okay. I didn't love the flavor. My wife actually didn't like the flavor at all because it had more of a smoky mesquite to it, and she doesn't like smoke flavor. So if we do a pork chop, or excuse me, a pork loin again, we're going to do it differently, a different flavoring. Lance Catamaran is our first gifted sub of the night. Thank you to Lance for the gifted sub. That's 1 down, 9 to go to hit our goal for the week. Thank you, Lance. Jade is here. How are you, Jade? He says, how's everything been going with tips recently? Very good. Take a look. We're at 7 of 10 already. Remember, Jade, just a few days ago, we did the DSP Tries It for Taco Bell? Well, guess what? Look how close we are to doing another DSP Tries It. It's been quite good this week. We've had crazy amounts of support. It's been exceptionally good. And I'm hoping to hit another goal tonight to end the week on a high note. When is the next Mega Man Marathon? There is no more Mega Man Marathons this year. We already played Mega Man 3 times. That's enough. Next year, probably for a monthly marathon, I will bring back Mega Man as a marathon again. And what we will do is finish Mega Man 8, which we're halfway done with. And then we'll probably play through 9 and 10, because that's the ones in the collection too. And maybe even we'll do another marathon where we'll do some Mega Man X games, because that's a different collection you can get. But now I am all Mega Man'd out for the year. No more Mega Man in 2025. Okay. Let's see here. Phil's best friend has now gifted 2 subs. Thank you, Phil's best friend, for 2 gifted subs tonight. Let's get that up on the leaderboard. That's $10 of support. But actually, that's the biggest contribution of the night. We're now at 23 out of 150, and that's 3 gifted subs, so 7 more, and I'll take off the shirt. Okay? Am I worried that doing a monthly marathon loses its special feeling? No, because we're doing something different every month. All right, the exception was last month where we actually did 2 marathons that were both Mega Man, but every month is different. This month is worst games. Next month is a Halloween marathon where I dress up and we're going to have horror-themed games. We're going to do something special in November. I'm not sure what yet. And then we got the Christmas marathon, right? Every month, because it's different, it feels fresh. If I was doing the same kind of marathon every month, it would be boring, but that's why we don't do that. Why do I laugh like Arthur Fleck? To my knowledge, Arthur Fleck is a fictional character that was created a few years ago for a movie. I'm a person that's existed since 1982. If anything, Arthur Fleck laughs like me. So keep that shit to yourself. What a dumb question. We didn't do a Castlemania We didn't do a Castlemania marathon bookworm. We did a Summer of Castlevania where I played all the classic Castlevanias on the Nintendo Switch. I played 1, 2, 3, and Super. And that lasted a few weeks. And that was very fun, by the way. But that was a few years ago. Yeah, we never did a marathon of them. We played through them, though. So, all right, here's the thing. And I don't know if you guys want to talk about this tonight or we should save this for the podcast on Saturday when I come back. There is a big problem right now trying to figure out what to do with Ghost of Yote. All right, to be frank with all of you, I don't know if I'm going to play it. And I'm starting to get pretty upset. Here's why. When I started as a YouTuber 17 years ago, and I was just doing this as a hobby and having fun, it was just about, hey, there's a new game coming out, play it, do a playthrough, whether it's a good or bad game, make fun of it or enjoy it either way. Great playthrough. Here we go. Very enjoyable. We'll watch, right? Today, it's like, well, are you going to play that game? Oh, by the way, are you aware of all the politics that are involved with that game? Do you know of the entire voice acting cast, what their political beliefs are? Do you know if the writer or the director of the game or the game devs involved, did they do anything political on the internet to piss anybody off? Because if they did, we don't want to see that game. We don't support that game. We want nothing to do with that game. I'm going to be honest, it's starting to piss me off. If I want to play a video game and enjoy it on a video game quality level, why do I have to do painstaking weeks of research to find out what are the controversies around the development of this game before I play it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of it. And in this case, Ghost of Yote, that's what's happened. First of all, apparently the main character's voice actress is an LGBT activist. She's a lesbian who apparently has had all these problems on the internet, and now people are coming out and trying to expose her, and they're posting her information up. And, oh, she's against rich people and making money, but then she posted up a GoFundMe to go on a trip to Japan, and she raised $90,000 of money. I don't care. I literally don't give a fuck. But people are all about this on the internet. They're freaking out about this. Then, just in this last week, we had the crazy, insane, very unfortunate Charlie Kirk assassination here in the United States. And apparently one of the game developers, one of them, out of the zillion that worked on this game, one of them posted up stuff on social media that they were like happy that Charlie Kirk had passed away. And so immediately the internet went in an uproar. How dare someone do that? Boycott Ghost of Yote. Fire this person. So Sucker Punch fired them. Sucker Punch actually fired this person. But now everyone's on the internet. It's like, boycott it. Don't play it. Don't do it. Don't support a company like that. And meanwhile, here I am in the middle. I'm like, geez, all I wanted to do is play a video game. Like, serious, it's all I wanted to do. That's it. I just wanted to enjoy a video game that's a sequel. Well, not really a sequel, but I guess it's kind of the next one in this iteration or whatever, right? I wanted to enjoy a game that is the follow-up to a game that I very, very much enjoyed from 2020. That I thought that a lot of people basically downplayed because they wanted to make games with a political agenda to the forefront, and they picked other games as their Game of the Year picks when Ghost of Tsushima, quite frankly, was the best game of 2020. Okay? So, now, do we play it or not? Here's the thing. I feel like I'm between a rock and a hard place, and here's why. If I play Ghost of Yote, here's what's going to happen. People are going to come to the stream and be like, why are you playing this game? How dare you? Aren't you aware this is a woke game? Aren't you aware that they said this horrible thing about Charlie Kirk and this and that? It has nothing to do with the game, but that's what they'll say. They'll say, I'm not going to come. I'm not going to support this game. I'm not going to watch this game. And I'm going to get low views and people won't support and they'll be all angry with me. Okay? Now imagine the flip side. I say, all right, we're just going to skip Ghost of Yote. What's going to happen? People are going to come to the stream. Why aren't you playing Ghost of Yote? It's one of the best games of the year. What are you, some kind of a political sellout just because people on the internet complain? You played Hogwarts Legacy, but now you're not going to play Ghost of Yote. You're a sellout. You're a shill. You're a piece of shit, Phil. How could you? I'm like, whoa. Oh. I just want to play games. That's it. I want to have fun and play games. I keep telling you guys, what I want to do is I want to unplug from reality. I want to unplug from all of the drama that is going on in real life. And I want to have fun with you guys. I just want to enjoy games at face value. I want my streams to be a place where when you're feeling drama, you can come and be like, oh, if I come to Phil's stream, we can forget about all that crap that's going on outside. Instead, we're just going to focus on the game. We're going to have fun with him. He's going to fail at the game or do good at the game. We're going to laugh. We're going to have some good camaraderie, go back and forth. It's going to be a great stream. Nice social interactions. It's going to be great. And I don't have to worry about that shit. Now, I came to his stream and everyone was just talking about politics the whole stream and was yelling. I don't want that. So, honestly, here's the question. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I should play Ghost of Yote or should I skip it? Here's the truth. I looked at the schedule this morning. I wanted to talk about this on the podcast, but I guess we're going to talk about it tonight, okay? I looked at the schedule this morning, all right? If I don't play Ghost of Yote, in fact, I can read the schedule right now. I'll bring it up, and we can actually formally do this now, okay? Give me a second here. Let me get the screen up. Okay, so, by the way, Silk Song still says it's running, which it's not, so it's pretty messed up. Here we go. Here's what we're doing now. Right now, we're doing Chronos. We are doing Silk Song. We're going to probably be doing some multiplayer of Gears. We'll see how it works. I don't know if it's going to work. We're still doing Suikoden 2, right? And some Truck Sim. Starting a week from now, we're going to be doing Silent Hill F and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I don't know if I'm playing Final Fantasy Tactics Ivalice Chronicles or not because already Suikoden 2 isn't working and we're not getting attendance and support. So what makes me think playing another classic JRPG from the 90s would? Probably won't. So we might have to skip it. Ghost of Yote and Super Mario Galaxy 2's re-release on the Switch 2 both come out on October 2nd. One game is highly, highly politically charged with controversy. The other is a basically fan favorite Mario game that I've never played before. Okay? After that, we've got the Black Ops 7 open beta on October 5th, which I'll probably play. We got Battlefield 6 coming out October 10th. We got Pokemon ZA Legends October 16th, Ninja Gaiden 4 October 21st, Tormented Souls 2 October 23rd, and more. There's more coming out at the end of the month. So there's more than enough to get through the month. If I skip Ghost of Yote, it's not like, oh no, now I have a giant hole in the schedule, and now I don't know what I'm going to do. In fact, it might actually be too much. Right? There literally might be just too much for me to tackle if I do play Ghost of Yote. So maybe it makes sense to skip it, and that way we stop the controversy. We say, fuck this nonsense. I don't want this stupid political bullshit on my streams, and people can't control themselves in 2025. They've got to talk and speak up about nonsense. So maybe we just skip it. All right? I don't know. We have about a week and a half to figure this out. Okay? Actually, we have over 2 weeks to figure this out because it's 2 weeks from... Yeah, it's about 2 weeks to figure this out. Let's talk. Let's figure it out together. Let's talk about it in the next 2 weeks. Let's figure out if I'm playing it or not. But that's what I'm facing. Like, it's not about the game even. It's about these politics behind it. And are people going to be causing problems? Are people going to... You know what I mean? I don't know. Okay, so we'll see. All right. Dan Zach did a $5 super chat. He says, luckily you have 17 years of experience. You'll make the right choice. I'll do my best. But it seems like these days, I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. Like, it doesn't matter what I do. You still have the same people who come by and want to cause controversy and be all pissy about everything that I do. Like, no matter what I did is the wrong choice. And it gets frustrating, right? I was entered into Bumblebee Farmers giveaway for the host earlier. If anyone told you, you should go and thank you. What on earth are you talking about? I don't know what that means. I have no idea what you're talking about. What does that mean? All right. So thank you, Dan Zach, for the super chat. That's actually our first super chat of the night, okay? Someone tipped $1, says, I'm high and all the rice is turning strange. I have no idea what that means, but thanks for $1, I guess. I might get 5 gifted subs from Bumblebee in a prize drawing. Oh, well, I didn't put myself into any prize drawing. So if I get them, I guess I just get them. I have nothing to do with it. I don't know how it works. I don't know how, if it, no, I have no idea. I have no no involvement with that. All right, so that's what's going on with Ghost of Yote. I don't know the answer for you right now. So to get everyone caught up, because I think we have a lot more people on stream now. Oh, yeah, we do. A lot more people have joined the stream, actually. So here's what we're doing tonight. This is Chill with Phil. This is literally just a hangout session. We can talk about whatever you want. You got to tag me in either chat. Okay, if you do a contribution, you get priority. I shout out all contributions. So if you contribute, you get your question or comment answered first. And then I go to the chat and see what people are talking about. Last stream of the week for me. I'm not here tomorrow or Friday. I come back on Saturday for a 7-day streaming week. Tonight, we have a goal of 150 bucks that we want to reach by the end of the stream to end on a strong note. And when we hit 150 bucks, I'm going to take off this shirt because people are saying this shirt is bothering them. So I said, all right, I'll take the shirt off. I don't care. If it really bothers you that much, I'll remove the shirt. But only if we hit the goal. If not, I'm keeping it on to annoy you. Okay? Now, also, we have a 10 subs goal over on Kick. 10 subs. Because there's new goals on Kick, and I had 25 sub goal for the last 3 days. And we got 15. Now we just got 3 more. All right? So we need 7 more tonight. If we get 7 more subs, I'll also take the shirt off early. We won't even wait for 150. So if we get 7 subs right now on Kick, the shirt comes off. I know you're very excited to see this. I'm just doing this on the fly because people were complaining about the shirt today. So I was like, I'll take it off. Okay. So that's what we are doing tonight on the channel. I'll be here till roughly 9:30-ish Pacific time, and then I'm going to get out of here and get ready for my days off. Okay? Good evening, King Michael. Good to see you. How are you? Schmuckers just did a $5 super chat and asked, do you find Helldivers fun? It's one of my favorite games. What are your thoughts on it? Would you play it again? Is there anything you liked and didn't like? For the month and a half that I played Helldivers, I did like it. I like that it's easy to drop in, drop out, get the hang of it. It didn't take too long to get the hang of it. Really what I needed to do was just learn how the runs worked, like what your goals were for each type of run, what you're trying to achieve. What's the best loadouts? Like, what's the best airdrop? What's the best guns for this situation? It took a little while, but I did. I figured it all out. It took about, I say probably a month and a half, right? I played it, and I had a good time with it. But what happened was I hit the wall, meaning I got to a point where the only way that I was ever going to make consistent progress was to play it a lot, and I didn't want to play it that much because I'm a variety streamer. I didn't want to just be playing it every day. In addition, at that point, keep in mind, this was like first half of 2024, I believe. It was already getting played out because there was only, 2 enemy races? Or was it 3? Whatever it was, I'd already seen them all. I already fought them all. There wasn't that interesting anymore. You know, it was the robots and the bugs. I think that was it, right? Robots and bugs. I think there was only 2. Now, I know that now they've added a 3rd race and all that. But the thing is, I'm just not that excited to play it again. I feel like I've been there, done that. I get the gimmick. Again, much like I just was talking about Borderlands, right? Helldivers 2 is the kind of game you have your favorite friend group or gamer group that you get together with. You make your fire team. You go in there. You'll work together. You know, cooperation, teamwork, persevere, beat some democracy into those aliens, right? That's what it's all about, and I totally understand that. But I'm a solo gamer at heart. It's what I've been doing for 17 years. Every once in a while, I do something co-op, but it's not what I focus on. I got bored. You know, I did. Just like any of these multiplayer games, unless they're like run and gun multiplayer shooters, I usually get bored of them. Anything that's team-based. It was the same thing when I did Apex Legends years ago. I had a team that I played with. We did really well. We got multiple wins, and I got bored. And yeah, Apex Legends had several bajillion new heroes added, new tweaks. I don't care. Like, I don't ever want to play it again. I've already been there, done that. I've seen what the meta is. I don't really give a shit. You see? There are games that people get addicted to and play endlessly. I'm just not that kind of guy. If the only games I do that with are multiplayer games, like if you want to make Call of Duty or a Street Fighter game or something like that, I'll get into it, the competition, but not the whole team-based shooter thing. It just doesn't do it for me long term, okay? Mr. Nasty did a $1 super chat. Thank you, Mr. Nasty. Only $1. Thank you, Mr. Only $1. Thanks. Can we get to a third of the goal right now? We're at 35. Let's get to 50. How about this? Someone drop 3 subs right now over on Kick. Get us down to only 4 subs needed for that goal. We'll be right in line for me to remove this shirt. Are you guys excited? Let's go. Has Matt TV contacted me about playing Gears multiplayer together? No, but at the same time, I don't know how he would have attempted to contact me. I don't even know if he knows how to reach out to me. You know, I have an X account, I have an email account, but I haven't heard anything, no. Your future stepdad just gifted 3 subs on Kick. 2 subs, baby. Thank you, your future stepdad. I appreciate that. Let's get that on the leaderboard. Actually, I want to check on something. Give me a second to check on something, okay? It's in relation to Kick, because I'm trying to figure out how I can track the new Kick system. Give me 1 sec. Thank you, your future stepdad, for the 3 subs. Let's see something. Yeah, this is so weird. Kick tracks contributions incredibly weirdly. Why does it do it like that? I have no idea why it does it like this. Kick uses a certain time to consider that's the end of one streaming day and the beginning of another. My first streams that I do, my early streams, are considered the day before. So earlier today, I did a stream of Silk Song, and all of the subs that people gave me counted for yesterday and were added to yesterday's total. Yet the KCIP income that I get, the income I get for you guys watching, because I'm a part of the partner program, applied to today. Because I was so confused earlier, I opened up my revenue page because I wanted to see how many kicks that I received during the first stream, and it said I made nothing. And it also said I had no subs. I'm like, yes, I did. I definitely had subs, and I had the kicks. They had added them to the day before. Now, when you guys are contributing, it's counting for today, and it's breaking it out for today. But that also means that tomorrow, if I had streamed first, it would have also counted for today. This doesn't make any sense. I wonder what time zone they're using to determine that shit. I'm very confused. But anyway, everything is counting. Thank you guys for your support tonight. I just wanted to make sure, and it is. Everything is counting. So thank you guys so much. So with those 3 subs from your future stepdad, that means we only have 4 more subs to go. Let me confirm that. I think we only have 4 more subs to go to hit our goal. Yeah, we're at 21 out of 25. 4 more subs on Kick, and we've hit the goal. And I will remove my overshirt, which bothers you. So thank you for that, your future stepdad. Thanks to those who are sending kicks on Kick. There's quite a few people who are sending like single kick here and there. I can't shout those out. I'm only shouting out 100 or more in one go, but I will just say thank you to those who are doing it. I see you got Willie Boyd is doing it and a few others, right? Buckwell's doing it. There you go. Chad King gifted a membership on YouTube. Thank you to Chad for that. I appreciate that very, very much, Chad. That counts for $3 of support. So now we're up to 53 and climbing tonight. Thank you, thank you. I never saw the original 21 Jump Street. No, I did not. Why no gold rewards for YouTube memberships? I think you can do that, but I never really thought about it, honestly. I think you can do it, though. I think you can set up goals on YouTube now, too. Ava Cowboy fan, I'm just going to say this publicly up front. I'm probably not playing the new Digimon game, just to be honest. I feel like it's not a good entry point for me into the world of Digimon because it's like a spin-off narrative title. It's not like a mainstream Digimon experience. And it's coming out in a month when it looks like there's going to be quite a lot of other games that I'm interested in that I'm going to want to tackle. So I'm probably not going to play it at release. And I know that might disappoint you, but I just want to clear that up way up front. I'm probably not playing it, okay? Just so there's no overblown expectations where people are going to be upset that I'm not playing it at release. I'm saying it way early so that way you know, okay? Your future stepdad says, can you actually track the kicks or do larger kicks get lost in the singles? Basically, here's the deal. At the end of every stream, Kick tallies up how many kicks you receive for that stream, and they load that into your revenue page. So I have a category now that says they actually call it, I think they call it channel engagement. That's what they're calling it. So I got to look at that, and it tells me how many I receive. So as of right now, if this number is accurate, which I don't know if it is or not, but according to Kick, on this very stream, I received 321 kicks. That's what it says right now, 321. That could be off by a few. I'm not sure how quick it updates, but it says 321 as of right now. It says that all of yesterday, I received 2,405 kicks. Yeah. See how that works? No, there's no way to track moral support because moral support is just that. It's esoteric and it is emotional. It is not actually financial or concrete, and therefore it can't be measured. Moral support can never be measured. It's completely immeasurable. It's a feeling, right? It makes you feel good, but you can't go buy groceries with it. You can't pay your bills with it, your mortgage. You can't put gas in your car with moral support. Therefore, they can't track it. That's how it works. Mr. Nasty did a second $2 super chat. Sorry, I missed it. Would I eat an IHOP breakfast for DSP tries it? Again, we talked about this. The only way I could do that would be to do a special DSP tries it that opens the stream. So, like, instead of doing the podcast, I would forego eating breakfast. I would order breakfast, and then probably like between 11:30 and noon, I would order breakfast from IHOP and eat it as the breakfast. Okay. I don't know how many people would like that. That would also disturb the schedule. So I don't know if we should do that or not. How exciting would that be for you guys to see me eat IHOP breakfast? I don't know. Popeyes has a Hot Ones new menu, sizzling sriracha chicken dippers, do they? And a smoking rojo sandwich and a Darren's Last Dab ghost. Who the fuck are they? Who is smoking rojo and who is Darren's Last Dab? What the fuck does that mean? I never seen Hot Ones, if you can't tell. Okay, Dunsfelter, I'll have to check my DMs later then. Sounds good. No, I would not order breakfast from IHOP at night. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? I don't know what Captain D's is. I've never heard of it. What is Captain D's? No clue. Will I ever do more head-to-head DSP tries? It's like I did that one time for Smash Burgers. Maybe, if we had a good idea. If we had a good idea that we really wanted to do like a direct head-to-head taste test, maybe I would do that in the future. In truth, if you want to know the truth, the Smash Burger DSP tries it didn't even do that well. It did okay, like a normal episode. It's not like people got extra excited and it had more views and attention on it. So I don't know if it's really worth it to do 3 meals at once. Pieces of Peach, good evening. How are you? Have I ever won a sweepstakes drawing? The only thing I ever won was a raffle when I was a kid. There was a raffle when I went to it was a promotional basketball game at a local high school's gymnasium. I believe it was the firefighters versus the police department. And there was a raffle and I won the raffle and I won a bike. That's the only thing I can remember that was a raffle that I won. Do I ever play the lottery today? No, not really. No. No, again, I've never heard of Captain D's. I don't know what you're talking about. The block says, now that you're enjoying Silksong, would you play Hollow Knight in the future? Maybe long in the future, but from everything I'm hearing, Silksong is longer, better, more difficult, and essentially the end game of this franchise, while Hollow Knight is almost like the training grounds for Silksong. That's what people are saying. Like, Hollow Knight was actually fun and challenging, but this is like way tougher. So if you've beaten this, what's the point of going back to the game that's easy mode? You know, I don't know. If you guys really wanted it, maybe I would. No, I never collected Pepsi points, Buckwell. I don't know what that is. Is that a points redemption service or something? No, there are no Long John Silvers in my area. The only seafood in my area is called Ivar's, okay? And they are a chain, and you can order them. I have had it before, though. I'm going to be honest. My wife and I ordered it, and we didn't like it that much. We thought it was just okay. So I don't think it's that great. How much money do I think I would make on Guy's grocery games? You know, I don't know. I am getting slimmer and faster. So for the end, I should be able to run through the supermarket quickly to grab the things from the aisles. But I don't know if I do so well. I'd probably cheat to win. There you go. Have we done Korean barbecue for DSP Tries It? Did we do that bibimbap? I don't remember if we did the bibimbap or not. I feel like we did. Here, I'll answer that for you right now. So we did Feasting with Phil last year, meaning it was not an official DSP Tries It. It was a special episode of Feasting with Phil. Actually, I think it was 2 years ago. Let me confirm this. I think it was before I'd rebooted DSP Tries It. It was April 6, 2024. So it was before the official reboot. And it was spicy pork, potatoes, noodles, and more. It was like a big combo plate. So there you go. And it was good. I remember the food was great when we had it. So there you go. Yes, I did do Korean barbecue at one point, but it was Feasting with Phil. It was not a official DSP Tries It taste test. Phil's best friend just gifted 4 subs on Kick. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Right there. We smashed the goal. Look at this. We smashed the goal. Thanks for the assist. Cool. Thank you to Phil's best friend. We smashed the goal. There was a big celebration on the screen, too. That was pretty cool. All right, so let's get that on the leaderboard. Phil's best friend, had you already gifted some? Did you already gift one? So this would be 5 total for the night, I believe. I think so, right? All right. So now we are halfway. to our goal for the night. Thank you for that. And now, as promised, the shirt comes off. Yes. Very exciting. This. What the hell? I accidentally started playing clips. Hold on. Dude, I threw the shirt over here on my keyboard and it started playing clips. It just started playing random clips. What the hell? All right, let's put this over here then. Let's try not to play any clips tonight. There we go. All right. All right. I'm in an undershirt. Can you believe it? DSP is here tonight live on stream in an undershirt. I'm not actually wearing an overshirt. Oh my God, it's totally not like I used to do this all the time. It's just a t-shirt. You know, I used to wear t-shirts like constantly on stream, but you know, people act like it's some big deal. Oh my God, I can't believe DSP's wearing a shirt under the shirt. Wow. And now, as you can see, I didn't iron the shirt, so it's a little wrinkly. Well, that's what happens. It was only supposed to be under the shirt. It wasn't supposed to be, it's an undershirt. You wear it under another shirt. You're not supposed to have that shirt there and this shirt here. You understand? All right. I know you guys are very excited now because I'm not wearing an overshirt. You're very excited to see me without an overshirt. Oh my God. It's been years. Actually, I just did it last Friday when we were playing Street Fighter, but it's been years since DSP didn't wear an overshirt. I can't believe that he's not wearing an overshirt tonight. Oh my God, it's so exciting. Clip this stream immediately. Clip it like crazy. Post it all over the internet. Phil's not wearing an overshirt. Oh my God, this is people are so excited. Dude, the chat is going crazy. People are actually legit excited. This is ridiculous. Oh, you guys are easily entertained. That's for sure. You are easily entertained. If you think that me not wearing an overshirt is an exciting event, wow. I mean, keep in mind, I used to not wear an overshirt all the time. I just wore t-shirts. But I also was much fatter and not working out, so I looked a lot different. Like now I've actually slimmed down. As you can see, I've slimmed way down. I've actually have muscle tone now because I'm actually working. I'm working out. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. Ava Cowboy fan did a $5 super chat letting you know Digimon Cyber Sleuth is a great entry to the franchise. I hope that helps. And how long do you think Case Closed is now? Oh, you're talking about, what do you call it? Oh God, what's the name of it? What's the name of the, I know what you're talking about. It's the anime that's the, shit. The anime that has, the kid. It's the detectives in the kid's body, right? I can't remember what it's called. It's Case Closed, but I can't remember. It has another name, right? I don't know. If it's still going, it's got to be insanely long because the old episodes look like they're from like the 1970s. So it's got to be one of the longest running animes, right? Okay. Thank you for the super chat. $5. So for the record, all right, I lost all the weight and I started to bulk up by doing bottle crunches. I have empty water bottles and I just crunch them. Remember, I used to do that on stream? So that's what I just do now. And that's how I've built up my muscles. Okay. So we have to bring back the bottle crunch emote because that's how I work out now. It's amazing. Someone tipped $2 as if you were a furry, what would your persona be? I have no clue. I don't fantasize about that ever. And I never will. I'll never even give it a single thought. But thanks. Thanks, Delaware 82 of support. Okay. Excellent. Oh, excuse me. I have no idea what the most expensive restaurant in my area is. I don't care. I'm not going to go there and drop a lot of money on something like that. Only if it was like a cuisine that my wife and I like loved. But I'm not going to go spend money on that. No way. No one did a $2 super chat. Please answer Harlow Kitty's question. What was Harlow Kitty's question? It's not on the screen. What was Harlow Kitty's question? Repost it. Do I like Asian-style teriyaki chicken? No, I only like non-Asian-style teriyaki chicken. It has to be completely no Asian involvement whatsoever in the teriyaki chicken. Then I like the chicken. There you go. I have not seen the whole Sonic movie trilogy. I've only seen Sonic 2. And the best way that I can say my thoughts on it are, I thought it was okay. It was like a popcorn movie, a lot of action, some silliness. Not great, not horrible. It's good for like a single watch and to unplug your brain and just enjoy. So there you go. Why do I have a mug and a water bottle tonight? Because I keep my water in this thermos. This thermos keeps the water cooled, and then I pour it in the mug and I drink it. That's why. Actually, I tried drinking out of this thermos, and this thing leaks like crazy. I tried drinking, it was just like leaking everywhere. It's a piece of garbage, so I'm going to try to get another thermos. But for a while, I was trying to advertise my merchandise, like my level 1 podcast mug that you can get on darksidephil.shop. But I stopped really caring about the merchandise months ago, so I don't really talk about it anymore. Do I like Jamaican food? The only Jamaican style food I guess I could argue I got is I've had like Jamaican jerk seasoning on chicken and on fish, and I love Jamaican jerk seasoning. I think it's very tasty. But I've had fried plantains as well, and I really like fried plantains. That's probably the only Jamaican food that I've actually had. I don't know if I've had anything else that would be considered authentic. Will I watch the Superman movie during my day off? I have no idea. I don't know. I would like to watch it eventually, and I have HBO Max, so stands to reason I will watch the Superman movie eventually. But I don't know if I'm going to watch it specifically during my day off on Friday when it releases on there. I've never seen the Extraction movies with Chris Hemsworth. No. It's called Detective Conan. That's right. Detective Conan, case closed. That's right. That's right. Yes, I'm going to play Silent Hill F on release day. It's in the schedule. I've explained this many times. There are no ads on HBO Max to my knowledge. I don't think so, unless they've added them, which I hope they did not. But no, I don't think there's ads on HBO Max. No, my thermos has a straw. I'm going to explain this again. See this? There's a straw attached to it, but when I go to drink, this thing leaks everywhere. It's not good. It's like a crappy quality thing. So I have to get a better one. Like, this isn't a name brand. This is some cheap one. I'm going to probably try to get like a nice brand. Maybe Thermos itself, the brand, is actually a decent brand. Maybe I'll get like a name brand thermos. I don't know. This one's crappy. Do I like the Japanese style teriyaki chicken? Yes, I do like Japanese style teriyaki chicken. I do. Yeti is a good name brand. Yeti? Okay. I have to look for that. I'm not aware of that one. Yeti. What is my favorite color? I don't really have one. I would probably say blue, red, black are some of my favorites. But since I've started wearing nicer clothes, I like having color coordination, like having the beige and brown. It's actually not a beige shirt. What it is like white and brown. So I like that with a brown undershirt. That's nice. Do I like the brown undershirt by itself? It's okay. No, I'm not going to do a Fatal Fury 1 boss challenge. I don't think anyone will care about that. What used to be my favorite soda? I always liked Coke over Pepsi. I liked Cherry Coke. I also liked Dr. Pepper. Years later, interestingly enough, I started drinking Mountain Dew, and I liked it a lot. But then I kind of fell out of love with it. But I haven't regularly had soda in like 15 years. I don't really drink it. Bookwell says he has a Yeti mug. Last year it snowed. He put snow in the Yeti mug. He came back 12 hours later, and there was still snow in the mug that hadn't melted. Wow, I guess that's a pretty good insulation mug then. I'll have to look for Yeti, and maybe I'll look for it on Amazon. Cool, because I want a new one. This one, I don't really like this thing. I've never entered a hot dog eating contest. No, I have not. Sorry. Sorry to disappoint you. What's my favorite type of hoagie? Well, let me think. Hoagie. If I were to have like a big hoagie sandwich, I'd probably go for, if I had my choice, I'd probably either go for like a chicken cheesesteak, which I really like fresh chicken cheesesteaks now. I've had them a bunch and they're tasty. I'm a sucker for Italian meats, like an Italian combo. I really like that. And, you know, I really used to like Quiznos, and I'm sad they don't exist anymore in my area. I used to like all different kinds of stuff from Quiznos that they used to have. But, like, for example, they used to have this one that was like, it was like chicken with like a peppercorn dressing and like a cheese and bacon. It was really good, but they don't really have it anymore. Like around here, like there is a Quiznos, but it's, you know, you have to order and wait for it. We almost never get it. So what is my favorite meal that I think my wife makes well? I would say probably out of all the meals she makes today, I would probably say my favorite is well, here's the thing. If you're talking about something that she actually has made herself, probably the Japanese style curry that she makes. This is dark meat chicken, baby carrots, sliced up and sauteed golden golden potatoes. Okay. She actually buys this curry mix, but she makes this curry out of the curry mix with other things she adds. And then you mix it all together, saute it, cook it all together, and you have it over white rice. I really, really like that. You got your veggies, so you got your starch, you got your protein, you got everything that you need in a good, well rounded meal. No cheese, no greasy oil and extra fats. It's really, really good. Um, if you're talking about things that she doesn't necessarily make, but she cooks, of course, I'm a sucker for Italian food. So pasta. Whenever she makes some kind of a pasta, with Italian with a nice marinara and some meat, but that's all pre-made. You buy the meatballs, you buy the sausage, you buy the pasta. It's not like she's making that fresh, right? All right. So Cot Appreciator says, do you like food? Do you like drinks? Do you like movies? Do you like games? Do you like sports? Do you like animals? What's your favorite color? No. Thank you for the question. Yes, perhaps one day it would be nice to go to Japan with my wife for vacation. I don't know if we ever will be able to. It would be nice to be able to, and one day to do that. I would really like that, I think, but probably not in the cards for the short term. Yes, I've decided I probably will play Battlefield 6 on release. I think I will. Hopefully, it's good enough to keep it in the rotation for a while and it gets views. I hope that I don't buy it and it flops within a week. I do want to give it a shot. Okay. I had biryani. Yes, that's a special kind of rice in the Indian food, and I like biryani. I've had it with lamb. I've had it with beef. I've had it with chicken. I've had it with many different things. It's very good. Spicy though, but I like the spice. The red lights are awful. You guys don't like the lighting? You want me to change the lighting? What would you like me to change the lighting to? You guys tell me what kind of lighting you want, and I'll change it. What would you like it to be? Let's see what people say. I'll change the lighting. I don't care. Blue lights to indicate chill with Phil. All right, let's see if there's like a winter setting. How about that? There's glacier. There's snowflakes. Uh, is there an actual winter? There is. This is winter. Okay, let me change all of them. Hold on. Give me a sec. Uh, there's no seasons on this? There's got to be seasons on this. Hold on. They're all supposed to have the same settings. Sadly, I have to do them individually. This has glacier, not winter, glacier. I guess we could try that, unless, hold on. Yeah, I don't see winter. All right, let me try glacier. Hold on. Glacier on that side. So we got winter on the bottom, but glacier on the sides. Let's just sync it all to be glacier then, because I think they all do have glacier. Okay, glacier. So now they're all supposed to be Oh, God. Look at that. It's like reflecting ice, right? Okay, well, there you go. You wanted blue. It's like reflecting ice all over. Holy crap. That's what you wanted. You get it. Here, hold on. Oh, hold on. I screwed up. I got to do the rest of my office real quick. It'll only take a second. Don't worry. Glacier. There we go. And glacier. Yep, looks like all reflecting lights. Cool. And now I got to do my PCs because if I don't do that, then I got red mixed with blue, which is not good. So hold on, because I think I have a couple wintry things I could put on the PCs. Let's do, where is it? I know it's right here. Then we'll have the full room in ice mode. The hell's it called? I'm trying to find it. There's no water. I don't want water. I want the ice. Where the hell is it? Riptide? No. Where the frick is it? They changed the look of this program now. Liquid, no. Oh my God. It's going to be the last one. There it is. Ice Storm. Yeah. Okay. Now it matches. So now we just do that over here and then we're good. Hold on. They changed the program on me. Ice Storm. There we go. Okay. Now the entire office is blue, white, icy, shining. The entire room. We've gone from heat to cool to chill with Phil tonight. Now I look very pale. Look how much more pale I look with the lighting. And people say stuff like, why do you look so red today? Why do you look so pale today? It's the lighting. It's the lighting in the room. It's always the lighting that makes me look different. Someone tipped $2 and says, seeing you interact with other streamers is really fun. Any chance of that happening in the future? Listen, I've actually said this and I'll reiterate it, okay? I am open to doing collabs with other streamers, okay? As long as the topic or the subject or the appearance is about having fun, being cool with each other. You know what I'm saying? And, or it could be a topic that I have something to add to or something like that. Then I'm okay with it. But the last thing that I want to do is be involved with drama. And it seems like almost every single time anyone wants involvement with me, it's for drama purposes, right? They want to talk about something from my past that's dramatic, that has nothing to do with today anymore. Or something that, you know, bring up the dead horse that we've beaten 20, 30 times and I don't want to talk about anymore in my content, right? Some bullshit. Why doesn't anyone ask me about the history of YouTube and being a YouTuber for 17 years? Why doesn't anyone ask me about the history of the Street Fighter community and what it was like growing up in grassroots Street Fighter, traveling to tournaments, organizing them, playing in them, and all of that? Why doesn't anyone ask me about anything that I have something to add to? Instead, it's, hey, what about mobile games? What about 15 years ago? You know, when you said this particular insulting racial thing on stream, right? Or you want to ask me insulting personal things about people that have nothing to do with my content, like my family members and shit. No. Okay? The only reason people usually ask me into their content is because they want to put me behind a shooting line and just take pot shots at me for drama and have me try to defend myself. No. There's nothing to defend. I've done nothing. I literally have explained and answered everything you ever wanted to know. There's nothing else you need to know. Everything is good. Okay? That's why, if you notice, staying out of the drama has allowed me to have a lot of fun this year. This year, I got out of all of the drama, right? I completely removed myself from the dramatic equation. On purpose, it was my choice to do so. They wanted me in that drama. Man, they were upset. They were so upset when I pulled myself out of said drama. They were very upset with me, okay? But I got out of the drama. I said, no, I'm out. I'm done now, okay? I have nothing to do with it. And what's happened? Great streams, great fun, awesome support. Everything's good. I have nothing to complain about. Honestly, things are good right now. So why in the holy hell would I want to now say, hey, want to appear on this show and it's going to be all about drama? No, stupid. I don't. Don't you get it? For me, it's different. There's a lot of people out there on the internet. The only way that they can get any kind of attention or support from anyone is to cause drama. I'm actually the opposite. You understand? The more that I stay away from it and I focus on gaming and positivity and fun variety with my audience, that's when I thrive. That's when I get people who come by and support. Why would I want to involve myself with drama, right? The truth is, I got out of the rut I was in last year. I was stuck in this rut. I got out of it. I'm good now. I got a brand new setup. I got awesome support from both 2 different streaming services. I got people watching and supporting every single day. People are asking, when are you going to play this game? When are you going to do this? When are you going to do this? They want me to do a million things at once. I'm in demand to do these things, right? So I'm happy. Why then do I say, well, let's get out of that success and go back to drama? So that way I'll piss off my regular viewers who support me. I'll just create more nonsense, toxic things about me on the internet. No. And you know what it is this year? Do you want to know why my detractors are angry? Because I'm not giving them much anymore. Did you notice that? In my previous life, I would have told you everything going on in my life. I would have told you all about why I had to be away from streams for a week. I would have told you about everything going on with my wife and my personal life. You know what I mean? I would have documented it all. Now, there's really nothing to talk about. They are grasping at straws because it's boring. The stuff that they're trying to do to make drama, I'm not a drama guy. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing to work with. They have to literally make shit up. And idiots bringing up certain detractors. Yes. Now tell me, out of all the things that those detractors you're bringing up say, how much of it is true and how much of it is gross over-exaggeration, purposefully taking things out of context, completely extrapolating on shit to say that it's something that it's not. Probably 80%. Maybe, arguably, I make a mistake here or there. I say something stupid. I play something. I rage at a certain person in the chat that pissed me off. It's not every day. It's almost never, ever happening anymore. So because of that, they have to make shit up constantly. So I pay no attention to any of it. I'm not kidding you. I've paid no attention to anything that these idiots have said or done in many, many months. It's only when you guys come to my chat that I even am aware of any of that stuff, okay? So here's the truth. If someone said reached out to me right now and said, hey, Phil, we're being interested in having you on our show because we're going to be talking about the history of YouTube. And right now, some interesting stuff is going on with YouTube in regards to ad revenue changes, right? These videos now, they're not counting views anymore for videos that are on ad block. And being that you've been in the business for 17 years, you probably have a lot of data. You probably have a lot of interesting things you could talk about. Can you come on the show and be part of a panel? We'll talk all about this topic. Sure. Hey, Phil, we're covering the old days of Street Fighter. We like to talk about grassroots Street Fighter, what it was like to be in arcades back in the day, the big four games, your history as a competitive player, and your involvement with the FGC as a tournament organizer, what it was like back then. Hey, we want the dirt on the early days of competitive Street Fighter. What was it like to be going to the early Evos and things like that? And all that. I have a wealth of knowledge. No one asks for that. It's always toxic shit. Can we talk about this dirty laundry from 10 years ago? What about this comment that you made on a stream out of context from 4 weeks ago that sounds horrible when it's out of context? What about this thing about your wife? No, fuck you. I have no interest in you. Zero. So that's what I mean. If anyone wants to talk to me intelligently, I'm always available. But who wants to? Have you heard anyone? And the truth is, and I said this recently, I'll reiterate this, okay? I have reached out in the last year. I reached out to several different parties who I thought I would be interested in working with, whether it was gameplay, whether it was being on a show or a podcast for a panel discussion about many different topics. You'd be shocked at some of the interesting topics that I thought I could add to, okay? Admittedly, sometimes you don't get any response at all. You're like, okay, they think that I'm nobody. They don't give a shit, right? But you'd actually be surprised at the amount of people who did respond. And the response that I got every time was, oh, you're serious? Because, wow, that would be an interesting piece of content, but you have to understand, dude, you are one of the most stalked people on the internet. If we do a show with you, that now means we can expect that our show, our entire cast, all the staff involved, everyone on our Discord, and everyone will be now harassed by your detractors and doxxed on Kiwi Farms. It's just like a given. Anyone who involves themselves with you get harassed, stalked, and doxxed. And we can't have that. Like, our content has to be safe for our viewers, for ourselves. We can't have our family members involved. We don't want to be involved with that. So it's not me. It's not, oh, wow, that would be a good piece of content to involve you in it. But it's not you. It's all that vortex around you. That's what's bothering us. And we don't want to have a piece of that vortex. We don't want to be a piece of it at all. We want to stay away from the vortex. To which I'm like, well, I don't know what to say. I can't make the vortex go away. And this is also when people say you have to cultivate a positive community around your content. I would love to. But the problem is whenever a newcomer comes to my content and they start watching and engaging and supporting, all my trolls contact them and say, why are you supporting DSP? Why are you saying positive things about him? And then they go to their Twitter, and then they go to their Blue Sky account, and they go to their Facebook, and they go to their TikTok, and they go to their Instagram, and they go to their YouTube channel, and they go to their Twitch channel, and they harass the fuck out of them. So they're like, I don't want nothing to do with that. Damn, I didn't know it was so serious. Watching DSP and trying to be a positive part of his community now means that I need to be harassed full-time on the internet. And then they leave. You cannot cultivate a positive community when you're surrounded by a cloud of toxic losers. And there's nothing I can do. I've given up trying to get rid of them. They're never going to listen. So I just go on my merry way doing what I can. And sadly, I guess collaborations are not going to happen. I've waited for people to reach out and say, hey, would you do this with us? Would you work with us? It never works out. In the end, they just find out, oh God, we're going to get harassed again. We're going to end up on fucking Kiwi Farm. So forget it. Humility is a fantastic quality. Do you have that to admit that you have a dream job? I'm asking as a fan who has to wake up from 6 a.m. and work a hard job till 6 p.m. daily to make ends meet. I'm no hater. Of course I have a dream job. Are you kidding me? 1,000,000%, this is my dream job. To be able to be the master of my own destiny because I make the rules. I decide what goes. Hold on, I'm going to play your animation. Right? I'm the one behind the wheel. I'm the captain of the ship. No one here to bitch at me to tell me I'm doing it wrong. Oh, you got to do a commute. You got to go to this meeting. You got to do all this fucking bullshit. I've been there. Dude, I've been there. I worked fast food. I worked retail. I worked an office job, multiple office jobs, to be honest. I've been through all that shit, and I know how bad that grind can be. Not only is it physically stressful and annoying because now you have the schedule you have to adhere to and the long hours and the commuting and all that shit, but then the mental take, which no one talks about. The mental take that you work your ass off day in, day out, and do you ever feel like you're appreciated? Do you ever feel like actually someone at that company you're working for cares about what you say or do or anything? Or are you just a number on a freaking spreadsheet, and the moment that it benefits that company more, they just cut you, right? Or they reduce your hours, or they take down your pay or your benefits or your bonus or whatever it may be. Who cares? You're just an asset. Cut the asset, right? That's what it's like. I know. I've been there, and I'm sorry that that's what it's like for most people when they work. I know how insanely lucky I am to be living the dream. And I'm incredibly grateful. I say it every day. I'm incredibly grateful to all of you who have made this dream happen, who have allowed me to do what I love truly for a living, to be here, to hang out, to enjoy games, to have fun. Look at this stream tonight. All we're doing is hanging out and talking, having a good time. And I'm being successful right now. Right now, this very moment. Thank you. That's a dream job, man, for sure. If a Cowboy fan tipped a buck and says, wondering if I would want to collab in the future, it all depends on what you're talking about. It depends on what kind of content. It depends on, the timing of it all. As you know, I am very busy. I stream a lot, but it's always a possibility. I'm not going to say no. I'm just going to say it's always a maybe. I'm always open to opportunities and suggestions. Okay. I have no idea how late Little Caesars stays open where I live. No clue. Speaking of which, guys, we're at 7 out of 10 goals hit for DSP tries at Little Caesars Philly cheesesteak pizza, the triple tasting of the crazy cups, I think they're called, or crazy bites, crazy cups, and some crazy bread. So we only need to hit 3 more goals, and we're at 91 bucks. We're almost to the goal for tonight. Let's hit that goal. Let's crush it. I'm here for just under another hour. Let's crush that goal in that hour. All right? Let's hit it. Let's get it. Then we only need 2 more. They're called Crazy Puffs. Thank you. Crazy Puffs. That's actually a weird name. 2 more to go, and we'll be doing that probably early next week. Remember, I'm back on Saturday, so we could do it pretty quickly. Am I still interested in opening my own Italian restaurant? I'll never be able to afford it. I won't. There was a time when I was on an upward trajectory on YouTube where it looked like I was going to be making tons of profits every single year. And then I overspent when I moved here. I screwed myself over financially. I'm never going to be getting back on my feet to the level where I'm making so much profit that I can open a business like that. Only if I win the lotto. That's about it. So it is what it is. I actually genuinely did want to do that at one point when I was younger, but I would never be able to do that now. I received a $3.50 tip. I'm going to throw you another contribution for answering me respectfully and not insulting me. Why would I insult you? I wouldn't insult anyone who's asking a genuine question. Absolutely not. Again, it's a misconception. People think that just because you ask me a question, it's not like you're not kissing my butt or something, that I'm going to be like mean to you. No. That's always, again, that's the people taking stuff out of context to make me look bad. That was a genuinely interesting question. What you asked me about, do I think this is a dream job and think about the other jobs that other people have? Of course it is. Like, honestly, I want you to think about this. Here's a follow-up to the answer because I think you deserve it, okay? With all the people on the internet who hate me, right, for whatever reason, because who even knows? I think these are unhinged people, right? With all these people who hate me, who clip me, who repost me out of context, who say nasty things, who say, right, awful things about me, about my family members, about everybody, right? Why do you think it is that I continue to do this? Honestly. Because I could walk away right now. I could turn off this camera and I could walk out and try to get a job. And I'd probably end up working 2, 3 shitty jobs to keep things going and make ends meet and pay for this house. But I could do it, right? So why wouldn't I do that? Why do I put up with the online harassment, with the stress, in and out every day, all the awful things said about me on the internet. There's 2 good reasons why. All right. Number one, because this is my dream job. I would like to do this for as long as I possibly can and make a living doing it as long as I can. And I want to be the person, the day that I decide to retire and hang it up and say, I'm never streaming again, that I say, it's my choice. I now officially retire. Good night, everyone. And thank you for an amazing run. Okay. I love it. It is absolutely my passion and where I want to be for work. Okay. Really. The other factor is, and here's the other thing that no one seems to understand. Outside of the realm of the internet, all the things that people say about me on the internet don't matter. When I leave my house to get groceries or to go somewhere with my wife, to go shopping or to go on a nice little day out, which we're going to do, over the next couple of days, we're going to have some time together, which is really nice. When we go to dinner, do you think that anyone in real life outside of the realm of the internet gives 2 shits what anyone says about me on the internet? No. You want to know why? Because my money is just as green as everybody else's. Nobody gives a shit. So why do I care if a bunch of know-nothing, do-nothing idiots who are eternally stuck online care if they like me or not and say nasty things about me? No one on the real plane of existence cares about that. No one. I have the same rights and privileges as every other person. So why do I don't care. Go ahead. Make fun of me, whatever. I know I have a dream job, and I'll continue to enjoy my life as much as I am, and you'll continue to be miserable on the internet trying to make fun of me, and I don't give a shit. What do I think about the amount of episodes for Detective Conan? They've reached over 1,000 episodes. It's like One Piece level big. That's pretty insane. I wonder how many animes have run that long. I know One Piece has, and now you're saying Detective Conan / Case Closed has. I wonder how many animes are going that long. Because in truth, unless you were there from the very beginning, right? Is that a spider on my ceiling? No, it's not. It's a fleck of paint. Unless you were there from the very beginning, right? How would you ever reasonably be expected to actually watch it all at this point, right? Like in 2025, let's say you just became a fan of One Piece or Detective Conan or whatever. How would you watch it all? Honestly, unless you make it your job, how would you sit there and watch the whole series? Because it keeps going while you're watching. What is it, like 1 episode a week? So even if you're watching, you're trying to get caught up, maybe within 2-3 years in your free time, you get caught up with the first third of the series, but then how do you watch the rest? Right? That's pretty insane. Okay, thank you, Mozzie, for a $2 super chat. What the hell are we supposed to do if you retire? Watch all my stuff over again. Because the truth is, there's no way that you've watched it all and you've watched it again. You have no time. I put out so much content, realistically, and this is even an exaggeration. Is it 96 or 98? I can't see. I'll wait a second for it to roll by. This isn't even an exaggeration. I've been around for 17 years pumping out so much content. There's absolutely no way you have watched it all and could ever watch it all again. How would you do that? So, hey, if I retire, go watch the shit you didn't watch. Or watch your favorite stuff a second time. That's another 17 years to watch. By the way, I didn't put anyone up as a top tip tonight. Oops. Yeah. I guess that anonymous $3.50 tip. No, actually, there was a $5 tip earlier. Who the hell was that from? Oh, shoot. Who was the $5 tipper? I'll have to say it was anonymous because I think $5 is the biggest tip we had tonight so far. But man, I can't remember who it was now. Son of a. I'm sorry, whoever you were. It's my fault. Totally my fault. I just got a $3 tip. I appreciate the kind reply. I wasn't implying streaming doesn't have its own unique challenges. I deliver ice for a living. At least I don't have random wackos trying to destroy my life outside of work. When you have a regular 9 to 5, all you got to worry about is what takes place during that 9 to 5. And then when you're done with it, you can unplug from it and go to your life, right? With me, I do that. Don't get me wrong. When I'm done on this stream, I unplug it. I'm going to have time with my wife for the next 2 days, but I got to be careful. I got to be careful that where I'm going isn't leaking, that what we're doing isn't leaking, that I don't accidentally put information about private stuff on the internet because people actually do try to mess with me all the time. So it is that factor to it. You know what I mean? There is. But I'm happy that I'm doing what I love and I'm successful at it for as long as I've been at it. And it makes it worthwhile to go through that stress because what I do really is an awesome job. Okay. All right. And don't worry, dude, I'm 43 years old. I'm not retiring anytime soon. Are you crazy? I'm just hitting my stride. Yeah. God damn it. I keep doing this. I love it. Thank you. He says, I deserve my success. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. The tractors are sad. What are you supposed to do if I die? Well, first off, I would hope that I'm not going to die anytime soon. I would really like to live a nice long life, maybe to my 80s. That would be nice, probably preferably to my 80s. So say maybe I'm halfway through my life now. That'd be nice. Maybe not. Maybe that's wishful thinking. Maybe I'm only going to live to like 60 or 70. I don't know. But I like to live to my 80s. And the thing is, we're all going to die someday. So what happens is when I die, you forget about me and you move on, just like everybody else. I don't think you're going to find a way to voodoo resurrect me from the dead. So I guess you could just say, well, that was a good run. I enjoyed his content. On to something else. Realism. I'm a realist, okay? Do I think that my huge library of YouTube videos will produce income after I retire like a pension? Well, here's the deal. It doesn't now. It doesn't now. I make the majority of my ad revenue on newer videos that are being watched for the first time because the YouTube algorithm does not really promote my videos. I told you there was a distinct algorithm change that was made around 2013, 2014. All of the content that I made before then no longer shows up in the YouTube algorithm at all. You have to specifically search for me to find it. So again, I'll tell the quick story. I know I've told it recently. All of my old original playthroughs of Spider-Man games. So Spider-Man Web of Shadows, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, Spider-Man, what was the other one? There were three. There were three big Spider-Man games that came out early on in my YouTube career, okay? All of those videos had millions of views and would continue to show up in search results and suggested results. Whenever someone searched for a Spider-Man video game, you would find DSP or DSPGaming playing Spider-Man at the top of the results. Those videos would bring in tens of thousands of views a month. What happened? They changed the algorithm, and none of that content gets suggested to anyone ever again. If you search right now for Spider-Man Web of Shadows, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, none of my videos that have 3-4 million views show up in search. They're some of the highest viewed videos on the site. In fact, my Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions is the second most viewed video of the game on the site. Someone has a 4 million view video. I have 3-point-something million. But it doesn't show up in search. You have to search Dark Side Phil or DSPGaming, Spider-Man, Shattered Dimensions, and then it will come. That's it. It's the only way to find my content from back in the day. Right? It sucks. So that's what I mean. And the thing is, this happens all the time. YouTube keeps changing the algorithm. Right now, what I find is the only videos of mine that I can find are from 2017 forward. Now, I want you to think about that. I started making videos in 2008. That's 9 years of videos that YouTube has erased from existence that you can't find anywhere. And those were the years I was my biggest. Those are the years that I was bringing in insane views on playthroughs. Those are the ones you probably want to watch first. Those are my most popular stuff. Then you can get into the more recent. No, that stuff is gone from YouTube and you can't find it. It doesn't exist. It's only 2017 forward that you could actually find my videos now. So in truth, I've made such a body of work, I should be making bank on the old videos. Like, no lie, in a month, with the amount that I put out there and the way that the algorithm was working, I should be making, no lie, $5,000 a month on residuals. I should. Just on what I've done up to now. I should be able to take a month off and make $5K cold on ad revenue. Nope, absolutely not. I have to keep working. I have to keep streaming and keep working to make new videos. If I don't, I get no views. I get no ad revenue. I get nothing. That's just how YouTube did it. I can't, they decided that's how they wanted to run their business. I can't change that. You know what I'm saying? It sucks that that's the case, but that's what they decided to do. So. Okay, let's see here. Alex from Phoenix did a $5 super chat. Thank you, Alex. Alex says, I once heard someone say 100 years from now, we'll all be dead, so let's just be nice to each other now. So I try to be nice to everyone I encounter. Sounds like a great philosophy, no? You only have time to be nice to someone now because we all have limited time. To be honest, I really think that the people who treat people the worst are the people who are just like ignorant and they think that they're going to have like multiple lifetimes and they're going to live forever and all that shit. And the older you get, the more you realize you need to take advantage of the time you have in a positive way. You don't have time to waste on negativity. You just don't. I'm 43 and I got to the point where I'm like, dude, I need to lose weight. I need to start eating healthy. I need to work out. I need to change my lifestyle for the better because my time is now limited. I need to do the absolute best for myself and my family with every moment that I have and not waste time on any toxic negativity and stupid shit. I have to just do positive things. And that's what I'm trying to do. So I recommend that to everyone. The earlier you start with that, the better your life will be. That's the best advice I can give you. Be positive and only work on positive things as early as you possibly can, and then your life will be better. Don't focus on bringing others down. Focus on trying to bring yourself up. That should be the focus of life. If a Cowboy fan tipped another buck, it says, if you had to choose between, would you watch Detective Conan or One Piece? Which do you think you would enjoy more? What do you think about Generation Z and Alpha? I feel left out. I'm not going to answer the second part. That's a giant thing for another topic. I'm not going to be answering generational questions. That's like 2 hours. But for your first question, One Piece. And in fact, I have watched some of One Piece. I have Netflix now, and I have watched some of One Piece. I talked about it earlier this year that for a while I was actually watching some One Piece and trying to get into the rhythm of the show and get caught up with the time. There's no way I could watch the whole thing, but you could like skim through seasons and then watch certain episodes that look like they're good. And you could enjoy the show. And I did do that. So it would definitely be One Piece. Why? Because it's action-based. I like the combat and the visuals and things like that. Like when they pull out a new ability and they start punching the shit out of you, one with the gumbo gumbo fucking move and shit. It's pretty fun. Okay. I got a $2 tip. I feel a big part of the resentment you get is being an average Joe, but being successful. I hate to say it, a lot of average Joes resent success of others, whereas I think we should applaud it. You could be right, but this is what I say. When my detractors, let's be honest, let's see if you think the same. Do you not agree? Probably the vast majority of them are just really upset that I'm successful, right? That's what it is. Because if I was a schlub, if I was a loser, if I wasn't making good money, if I didn't have all of this success around me, then they wouldn't be upset. They're upset because they see me as someone they don't like, but also I'm successful. So they're jealous, but they would never say that. When you say that, they say, oh, no, we're not jealous. We don't want to be like him. You don't? You don't want to do what you love for a living. You don't want to make good money. You don't want to have an awesome studio setup. You don't want to be happily married. You don't want to actually be in good physical condition for the first time in 20 years because you have the time and means to do it now. Like, you don't? So what do you want then from your life? Sounds like a good life to me, and I'm living it. So, yeah, I'm having a great time. I'm curious what you think, but that, what else could it possibly be? Why do people obsess about people on the internet like they do? Right? All right, thank you for $2. Where are we at right now? 109. Look at that. Look at that. 41 away from the goal, and all we're doing is hanging out and having a good time tonight, right? I can literally just sit here and shoot the shit with you guys and have a nice night. Excellent. Let's keep it going. Let's hit that goal right now. Let's crush it. Let's get some subs over on Kick. How about some kicks? You guys stopped giving the kicks. What's going on? Did you drop all the kicks on the floor and now I have to vacuum them all up like Luigi? Are we done? Did you run out of kicks? Come on. Let's get the kick train going again. Let's get some subs. Let's get some memberships. There we go. The kick train is resumed. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get some kicks. Let's get some super chats. Let's get some tips. Let's hit the goal right now. Let's go right now. Let's all rally. Let's hit 150. Let's get to 8 out of 10. Let's set it in stone. 2 goals to go for next week when I come back on Saturday. We'll lock it in. We'll do DSP tries it. We'll eat some Philly cheesesteak pizza. Come on. And you know what the best part is? I can get worked up and energetic on a stream, and I'm not sweating profusely like a pig. I can actually get hype, and I can say, let's go, guys. Let's go, everyone. Let's do it. And look, I'm not out of breath. I don't sound like I'm about to die from, asphyxiation. It's amazing, isn't it? It's a good feeling to finally get healthy again. It's been ages since I've been healthy. I want you guys to understand. It really has. I have felt so shitty for a long time because I worked so much and I didn't have the means to improve my life situation. You guys gave me the means to improve my life situation. So because of that, now I'm able to eat right. I'm able to get sleep. I'm able to work out. I'm able to do the things I need to do to actually be healthy. And now I'm feeling great. I get on stream every day and I'm energetic. You know, I was just saying, because I just had a phone call with my parents today. I had my weekly phone call where I get caught up with my parents. And I said to my mother, I said, Mom, I want you to know something. For a while there, every time that I got up, I felt, a little pain in my back. Ooh, the creak in my legs. Ooh. Now, get up, I sit down, I get up again, I sit down, nothing. Holy shit. It's like if you work out, you actually feel good, which is what I was telling you guys a few months ago. We were having the same conversation. When you get into a rhythm where now you make being healthy part of your lifestyle, it feels good and it's not a chore anymore. You feel energetic, you feel positive, you feel pumped, you get adrenaline, you get the hormones in you that make you feel healthy. And then you want to keep that going. The problem is when you get into a rut where you're just stuck feeling like shit, and then you just can't get yourself out of that rut because you feel like there's no means. But this year, this one last year, you have to understand, this one last year that I've had has been life transforming for me. It has. It's been absolutely life changing for me in a very, very positive way. So thank you all for that. Really, I really, really appreciate all of you doing that for me. There you go. Detractors are sad said if you work out just 30 minutes a day, 3 times a week, your life expectancy increases. Absolutely correct. You're right. Okay. I got a $2 tip. Regardless of anything or what anyone thinks, you have a reason to feel proud. That's being a prolific content creator who's still relevant, and you did it by yourself as a small-time guy. Ignore your hate. Thank you. You've been a very positive person tonight. I really appreciate you. Good conversation. That's the kind of conversation I love, man. Thanks for $2. And thanks for all the other tips, too, because I'm assuming this is the same person, right? Noel just did a $2 super chat. He says, how are you? I'm good. I am good. I'm in a good mood. We're having a great night. Although we are now getting short on time. What time is it? It's almost 9 p.m. Probably about another half an hour, everybody, to hang out. Another half an hour to chill with Phil here with the chill lights that we got set up. All right, cool. Ava says, not sure if you read my comment or not. How do you tell when someone is asking a genuine question? It's a good question. First of all, sometimes I think questions are genuine, and then all of a sudden I'll notice that the same question is asked by 20 different people at once. And it's like, now, wait a minute. Why would 20 people who I've never seen before all be on the stream tonight asking me exactly the same question? Probably because it's some kind of a meme from another stream, a restreamer, something like that, right? In general, I just try to treat every single question the same. I don't try to cherry pick and say, well, that's a good question. That's a bad question. That's, and that's why sometimes I'll just answer a question genuinely. And people were like, oh, you dummy. That was for a clip farmer. Now they have what they want for their videos for today. And I'm like, dude, I don't live eternally on the fucking internet. I don't know and I don't care. I just answered the question that was thrown at me. I don't give a shit what they use it for. That's fucking stupid, right? It's really dumb. So I don't really focus on that shit. I just try to be a real person. So we're in the home stretch of the stream. That last 30 minutes, what would you guys like to talk about? Buckwell, I'm not going to get into super specifics about stuff. I'm not. Because you have to understand, Buckwell, even if your question is a genuine question and you're just trying to be positive, when I start getting into specifics of health and shit, that's what people, oh, this is horrible. This is his weight. This is his BMI. This is his blood pressure. This is his cholesterol levels. What a horrible. I'm not going to, forget that shit. We're not going to be ultra specific about this stuff. When you do, it gets too intrusive and then these weirdos start fucking talking weird. I'm not going to give them that shit. Okay? Well, I bring back Minecraft for a Superman DLC. I didn't know that Minecraft had a Superman DLC. I have mods, so I don't think I can buy official DLCs anyway. And I think we've played enough Minecraft for this year, Rich. Just to be frank, I enjoyed it for the 4 months we played it. I was getting bored of it, but I think it worked well for when we did. Minecraft official DLCs are only on Bedrock, says Dunsfelter. So there you go. I couldn't even do that DLC even if I wanted to because I wasn't on that. I was on Java. Never heard of a game called Active Matter, no. No, I've not yet checked out Death to Resurrection. I think I might soon because it did end, right? So I think I actually might try to check it out soon. Is there food in the world I thought would be gross, but when I tasted it, I liked it? Yes. I thought First of all, when I was young, I thought seafood was disgusting. I was like, dude, those are bugs. Who wants to eat a shrimp? It's a bug that's on the bottom of the ocean, right? But then as I got older, I got more adventurous. I started tasting like, oh my God, this tastes great. I actually really like the flavor, right? Of course, you have to prepare it, right? But yeah, I like the flavor, right? It's pretty good. So, um, I'm trying to think of anything else. The only other thing that I avoided for a very long time was Indian food. Like for the longest time, I never tried Indian food. And then when I tried it, I actually really liked it. In particular, I never was, when I was younger, I was one of those, oh, I just got to eat meat all the time kind of people. And I was convinced that like you couldn't eat veggies in a way that would be like filling and tasty. But then I tried certain kinds of Indian cuisines like curries and things. I'm like, dude, vegetarian curry is the fucking bomb. It's super duper good. So I would, I changed my opinion on that for sure. Jocko, man, how you doing? Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well, Jocko, man. Good to have you on the stream. I just received a $5 tip from Anonymous. I love to see the positivity and happiness king. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. Okay. Add that to our total. There we go. Anonymous $5 tip. Thank you. Thank you. We're almost to the goal. Oh, wait a minute. Another tip just came in. Hold on. Got a $1 tip. Anyone who watched your content for a while can attest to the fact you look the healthiest you've ever been. I agree with you. The early videos, I looked like shit. I was bloated, right? I was big fat ass. Then for a while I did lose weight, but I wasn't doing it in a healthy way. I basically was like fasting and then eating unhealthy in between the fasting. I was drinking like a fish. Like seriously, I was like alcoholic levels in my early days as a YouTuber. Then you can see, if you look at the history of me over the years, I kept growing again. I put it all back on, and then I had to put it off. It's since I met Kat and we started living together and we started having healthy meals, my lifestyle has changed and allowed me to get healthy. I'm sure your lovely wife Kat's cooking is helping. Yeah. Oh, I'm telling you, that's one of the major reasons why I'm healthier today, is because she is caring about me. She's seeking active, recipes and meals that are healthier than anything that I used to eat before. We try to eat things that have low or no cheese, low or no like oils. We're always trying to go for high protein and or, vitamin rich stuff, and not do anything that could be considered, something that's crazy unhealthy at home. We'll never have fried chicken at home. In fact, we almost never have anything fried at home, honestly. Dark Side Burnell with a 500 kick, over on kick, says, hold on. When Silksong doesn't hit a goal, you're going to drop it straight away. Why do you drop some games and not others when they don't hit a goal? If Silksong were not to hit a goal, I would be upset, because Silksong has been a game that somehow has been the exception to the rule. And what I mean by that is, hold on, let me get this on the leaderboard before I forget. And thank you for the kicks. Metroidvanias historically have not ever worked in my content. There's only been 2 Metroidvanias that have worked. One was Metroid Dread, and the other is this one right now, Hollow Knight Silksong. Every other time that I have attempted to actually play a Metroidvania, it never works. Never, okay? So, I'm happy that people are showing up, engaging, and supporting Silksong, because I feel this is best in class. I feel like this is actually the best Metroidvania that I've probably played, honestly. It's got everything amazing. I'm not going to kiss the game's butt right now, but it's super duper good. I hope you'll check out the playthrough. New videos already went live for today. It's an amazing game, okay? So, would I be upset? Yeah, if this game stopped hitting goals, I'd be upset, because I need I need games on the mainstream to hit goals. I need that, okay? The mainstreams are being reserved for games that are hitting goals and everyone wants. That's why I'm trying to play them as much as I can, as much progress as I can, right? So, I needed to hit goals, and if it doesn't, I'll be upset, because this was the one that we flipped it, right? We flipped it on its head, and we changed it to be, hey, now Metroidvania is working because it's like the best one ever. It's Game of the Year contender, right? I don't want to miss out on the game. I want to keep playing it. I want to have fun with it. I hope that it doesn't dwindle, because sometimes with longer games, it does. Sometimes if a game's longer than 20 hours, once we hit the 20-hour mark, that's it. Everyone's, it was too long. Move on to the other games. And that's why I'm a variety streamer, and I try to balance it with other things rather than it just be one game at a time or whatever. But, man, I really hope that Silksong keeps going. Will I drop it if it doesn't hit a goal? No, I'll keep playing it, but we'll maybe play it less. Maybe we have to play it on late streams. I don't know, but I hope that we keep it going. Mozzie did a $2 super chat and says, tell me the story of you and Kat. She's awesome. No, maybe one day I will. Maybe one day I will tell you all the full story. Right now, the internet in general, these detractors are too crazy obsessed about her for no good reason. And I don't want people knowing anything about her at all, private, because it's none of their business. One day, I will tell you this. One day I will tell you the full story. I will. One day. Just not today. It's definitely not the right climate for it. Alex from Phoenix has done a $10 super chat. He says, what's the longest you ever fasted? I went 9 days on nothing but juice and fruits. Juice from fruits and greens. I lost 15 pounds. By the way, I would recommend it for 3 days to anyone. It really resets your body and boosts your immunity. I have never actually gone on a formal fast, meaning I've never said, hey, it's time to fast and I'm not going to eat for several days and I'm only going to have juices and I'll get back to it after that. I've never done that, okay? But the thing is, and this is what I think a lot of people fail at, okay? I don't snack. Did you notice something? You notice I'm on stream roughly around 11:15, 11:30 every morning, okay? Before that stream, I ate a healthy breakfast sandwich, which is egg whites, turkey sausage, a little bit of sharp cheddar cheese sprinkled on top, and a very light English muffin, and I have a black coffee. That's my breakfast. Then I'm on stream. What do I drink all day on stream? Water. Filtered water. Am I snacking? No. If I'm hungry, here's what I do. I drink filtered water, and I hydrate myself until dinner. Dinner's around 4:30-ish every day, and I have a healthy meal with my wife that my wife makes for me. And then after dinner, I have a cup of black coffee. Then on the late stream, I jump on stream, and what do? I drink water. Then, at night, if I'm hungry after the late stream, I'll usually have a healthy snack, whether that's a protein bar, okay? Because I eat protein bars sometimes now, because I'm working out, you need the protein, right? Sometimes I'll have maybe just a light sandwich, because I'm hungry, I want something in me, because I didn't eat enough that day, okay? Something like that. Nothing heavy, just something light. That's my meal, and then I'm done, I go to sleep. Some days, I don't eat at all. So I ate dinner at 4:30. I didn't eat anything after 4:30. The next meal I ate was in the morning the next day. So that's fasting. That's my lifestyle. That's my actual lifestyle. Now, maybe if I was a more active person who was out there having to constantly do physical activity, I would need to eat more. But in reality, I sit on my ass all day in a chair streaming with you guys. I don't really burn that much energy. So I don't need to eat that much. You know what I'm saying? So that's my lifestyle. And it works. Okay, it is working. Absolutely, right? You can see. So that's the thing, like, as long as you're not constantly snacking, and if the meals that you're eating are actual healthy meals, you're good. The problem is, and this is particular with Americans, all right, they snack like crazy. In between, how many streamers out there, I gotta have a snack, I gotta hold on, I gotta have a snack, I gotta have a power snack, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Why are you doing that? Here's my power snack. Water. Hydrate myself. And then I eat in between and I'm good. Snacks are for people who are physical athletes who are doing so much exertion during the day that you need to have a constant energy source in your body to keep you going. A streamer doesn't need a snack. Ever. Ever. Just take a break, eat your healthy meal, and then come back for your stream again. You don't ever need to be doing what these people are doing. And that's why they can't lose weight. That's why they can't stay healthy. That's why their metabolism is all fucked up. This is why they can't sleep right. Oh, my sleep schedule is all fucked up. That's why. So no, I've never done a formal fast, but the way that I live my life, minimal eating, healthy when I eat, coffee in between, hydrate all day. That's what your body wants, right? There you go. Okay. I received a $2 tip. I've supported a lot tonight. I'm a longtime silent fan. I wanted to let you know that you deserve success. Don't let shut-in weirdos steal any glory. You're right where you're supposed to be, Phil. Thank you. Again, nice person again. Great conversation tonight, and thank you so much for the positivity and for the support tonight. That's actually true. Alex from Phoenix says a sugary snack can cause a chain reaction of cravings that doesn't stop until you're super unhealthy. In truth, you don't ever need a sugary snack ever. The only people who need it is like diabetics who need sugar right stat because something's going wrong with their blood sugar levels, right? A normal person never needs to eat a sugary snack. It's a treat. It's supposed to be, oh, look, I've decided to have a candy bar today. This is a crazy treat that normally I wouldn't do. Maybe I have it like once a month as a treat for my lifestyle, right? That's how it's supposed to be. That's how actually humans are supposed to be. But that's not how it is, right? Everyone's eating this junk all the time and it throws your metabolism off. If you're eating sugar, it throws you off. It makes you actually feel tired later. You're not supposed to do that. Buckwell has done a 100 kick over on Kick. Thank you to Buckwell. There you go. Wrigley says sugar is natural in a lot of foods, but processed foods and snacks are overloaded with them. Exactly. If you want to eat sugar, go eat an apple. Go have some grapes. Have a banana. Then you're getting vitamins and other things you need along with the sugar, and you're eating it in a natural way you're supposed to ingest it and digest it, and then it can be part of a healthy diet. As opposed to, oh, you want sugar? Go get a fucking Blizzard from Dairy Queen, right? Go eat a giant candy bar, a huge Twinkies and fucking cupcakes and shit. No, 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 right? If you're craving red meat, get yourself a steak, a nice lean steak that you cook at home. You put some seasoning on it. You just grill it up quick, eat it, delicious. Low fat, high in protein, flavor, great for you. No, I'm going to go to McDonald's, right? I'm going to go to Burger King. I'm going to go to fucking Chick-fil-A. What are you doing? You could have what you want, just eat it at home and do the healthy version. But the problem is these people get into these rhythms and they don't ever want to break out of them, right? There's no reason for anyone to be like that, except that no one has showed them the way to do it right. And they don't get into a rhythm where doing it right is part of normalcy, so it doesn't feel like work. That's the major problem with Americans, particularly. Oh, it's so hard to eat healthy. No, it's not. You just need to be shown how to do it in an easy way. And then you'll start to crave the healthy foods. You won't want them. I literally don't crave fast food. I do DSP Tries It as a show for you. I don't crave the food. I actually prefer eating what my wife is making me. To have this pizza, I'm going to have this pizza of Little Caesars, and I'm going to, review it fairly. But honestly, I'd probably prefer to have my wife's Japanese curry bowl over that because it's better. It just is. And it's much healthier for me too, right? Once you're out of a bad habit, then doing the right thing becomes the norm and it doesn't feel like work to do it anymore. The problem is breaking that bad habit and getting out of it and getting to the level where you actually feel like it's easy to do. And a lot of people just have a lot of problems with that. Yes, my wife and I are eating the same foods. The only exception, I'll tell you, half the time when I'm ordering food for DSP Tries It, she doesn't eat it. She doesn't want it. Like just the Taco Bell we just ate, she didn't get any Taco Bell. She doesn't want that shit. She's like, nah, I don't want that. It's bad for you. So we're eating the same dinners together. And then when I do DSP Tries It, typically I'm eating the bad food and she eats something healthier, maybe make something herself quick at home, or maybe ordering something healthy too, like a poke bowl or something like that. She'll eat something healthier like that. Hard Nose, and the rest of the name I can't say, just resubscribe to the channel for 12 months. So it means we have officially hit 1 year of me streaming on Kick. And I really appreciate everyone who has supported me in that year. I mean, look at how much Kick has improved in the last year. If you actually take a look, they've added all these new features and things, right? And now I'm in the partner program. I'm getting paid to stream there, right? I'm getting sub support. Now I'm getting these Kicks support. This is excellent. It's been a great time. This last year's been amazing. Thank you guys so much. Hades is not a Metroidvania game, Spawn Killer. Hades is a, what do you call it? Roguelike. I said that Hades was my favorite roguelike game. It is not Metroidvania at all. Wow, I just received a $15 tip. I've never done this before. I hope this gets you to your goal tonight. I have a condition, and I want to show some support tonight. I don't know what your next days are going to be. Oh my God, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope that you get better, whatever's going on with you. And I'm glad, don't go too specific. I really hope that whatever's going on with you, that you get past it and you persevere and you feel better. All I'm going to say, and not to say that this is guaranteed, but I will tell you, the power of positivity can do wonders. To get your mind in the right place can help. It may not. I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver here, But the power of positivity is amazing. It can do crazy things, right? I used to be in a position where my back hurt so fucking bad on a daily basis. I thought I was going to be in debilitating pain, hobbling around for the rest of my life. And now I don't even have the back pain. It's gone. I started working out. I built up all the muscles around my back. I don't have to worry about it anymore. But that's because I stuck with it. I didn't say, oh no, woe is me. I kept working hard and saying, hopefully one day things will get better. And I stayed positive, and it did. That's not for everyone. I want you to understand that too, because some people hear, oh, that was an inspirational story, and then it doesn't happen for you. You're like, it's not. It's not going to be for everyone, but positivity helps. Just saving that right mindset, not giving up, trying to say things are going to get better. I have to believe it. I have to work towards it. You know, don't fall into depression. Don't fall into that black hole. You know, don't, because it's better off. This world is better with people around who are positive people and fun people, right? We're losing too many of them. We're getting too many people who are so hyper-focused on toxicity and negativity on the internet. They don't focus on the positive things around them. We need more people to focus on the positive. So I wish you the best. Whatever's going on with you, I don't know. I really hope that you get better. I do, sincerely. Thank you. I mean, $15 tip. You really didn't have to do all this tonight, especially if you're not feeling good. I do hope that you get better. I'm sorry to hear all this. Okay. Incidentally, that was our top tip of the night, an anonymous $15. So we are now at 159. So that's it, guys. And gals. I'm sure there's a few gals out there who watch. Probably not too many. But guys, thank you so much. Guess what? I took my shirt off and we hit the goal. That's right. Thank you all for hanging out for Chill with Phil. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the engagement. Thank you for just hanging out, having a good time, sharing your time with me. I really, really, really appreciate it. I do. You guys are awesome. The fact that I have this as my job full time is amazing. I'm having a great time. You guys are so amazing. We got a few more minutes left. If anyone has some last contributions. Oh, you guys want me to take my pants off now? All right, hold on. Let's do that. No, I'm not doing that. You disgusting freaks. I'm not doing that. You guys are sick. You guys are absolutely sick. How dare you? Anyway, so last few minutes, if anyone has final questions for the night, I hope that you've enjoyed the show. I like doing Chill with Phil every once in a while. It's fun, right? It's fun to do this, to talk, have different conversations, different topics. It's been a good night. RTU is mad that I took my shirt off. It's too bad. It's too bad, so sad. RTU. Maybe one day RTU will look like this. What do you think? Do you think RTU one day will get here? Get to this? I couldn't say it with a straight face. I couldn't hold my composure. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. I couldn't do it, guys. I had to break out and laugh, dude. Oh, my God. Blokesy did a £5 super chat, which is $6.83. He says, because you enjoyed it so much, do you think when it comes out, you'd play Persona 4 Rewind? Maybe. Persona 4 is an amazing game, amazing story. I did say this, though, because people have asked me this before. They said, Phil, would you ever replay Persona 5 or Persona 4 just in general, right? And I said, listen, here's the deal, okay? Persona 4 is amazing, absolutely amazing, okay? But one of the major reasons it's amazing is the story. It keeps you guessing. It's a murder mystery. You don't know what's really going on. And the truth is, it's kind of similar to a game like Heavy Rain. It's similar to another game where if you know the story, once you know it, it's not as good. If you play the second time, you'll still enjoy the graphics. You'll still enjoy the voice acting, the music, the gameplay, the combat. But once you know the twist of the ending, you know how it's not as good, you know? So maybe I would replay it someday if you guys really wanted me to. I've only done it the once, right? I've only played it the once. Maybe it'll be time someday. We'll see. Tell us the story of Persona 4. Watch my playthrough. Watch my playthrough. I'm not going to tell you the whole story now. With this look I got, could I cosplay Ryu now? Oh, I could cosplay as different people. I mean, my wife and I are going to start looking for Halloween costumes soon. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know what we're gonna do this year at all. I have no clue. But definitely I would look better, you know, in an outfit like that now. Restless did a $2 super chat. Loud Kyle guessed when. Love both camps, and I wish for a collab. Well, then you'd have to tell them to not cause drama. It's that simple. I want nothing to do with drama. You know that. I said as much tonight. I want nothing absolutely to do with drama. Why? Drama does not benefit me. Drama benefits everyone else around me in this drama sphere, but I'm not part of the drama sphere. I'm the eye of the storm in the center of the drama sphere, and they all orbit around me. The day that I go away, they all disappear. Now, not Keemstar and the Lolcow guys, they do their own thing. But if they want involvement with me, it can't be for drama purposes. If they want to do some content together, I'm not going to do drama. It's that simple. And it seems like every time they bring up my name, what's the topic? Drama. Well, no, I'm not going to do it. I have no interest in it. Zero. Thanks for $2. Once again, someone tipped $1 pestering me for the Gears of War end credits. I'm not going to sing the Cole rap, for goodness sakes. It tortured me enough. I hammed it up enough during the actual when it was happening. Go check out the video. It's actually my featured video on this channel. If you don't know what he's talking about, when I beat Gears of War Reloaded the other day, the credits got stuck in an endless loop where it kept playing the Cole Train rap, and it drove me nuts, and I started going crazy. It's a funny video. You should watch it. But outside of that, no, I'm not going to be, watching that again. No.
Spinning bird kick.
Cold bologna sandwich says for $2 super chat here, not even for a boatload of cash? Well, I don't know. I mean, how much cash fits in a boat? Are we talking a little dinghy? Like a tiny little thing? Are we talking like a yacht? Or are we talking like the Titanic? Right? What are we talking about here? Get out a tape measure, answer my question, and then I'll come back at you. Alex, I don't know. He says, thoughts on WWE having 2 WrestleManias in 2027? I don't even care. I mean, I focused on WWE for 4 months to redo Smart Guys. I got through WrestleMania. No one cared anymore. I was like, I'm done with this shit. Really, like, it was okay to go back into it temporarily, but I have no interest at all in getting back into like hardcore WWE and caring so much about it and watching every show again and watching every pay-per-view again. Oh, they have 2. They're going to Saudi Arabia. They're doing all that. I don't care. I can't. Too much going on in my life to care so much about WWE. Really. When I was younger, I had the time. I had the energy. I don't give a fuck. I just don't, Too many people now have made it their end-all be-all on the internet to talk about WWE. There's like entire channels dedicated to it and everything. Good on them. It didn't work. I tried it. It worked a little bit. Then it stopped working. So I don't really care anymore. Who knows? Maybe I'll bring it back. Maybe next year, when January hits, maybe I'll get back into it and I'll revive Smart Guys again for 2026. Or maybe I won't. Let's see how things are going then, right? Here you go. If someone took another $1, they're begging me to do it. I'm not doing it now. No. Maybe in the future, I will not do it. But I'm not doing it now either. I'm definitely not singing that. Okay, or listening to it or whatever. Are modern wrestlers either a tenth as memorable as the Hulkster? No. Or Warrior, he says too? No. So what I mean, like modern wrestlers, they come and go, but they're not notable. Like they used to be. Like who was the last super notable wrestler? John Cena, CM Punk, right? After that, who's that? Who else? Do you even think of one person that's notable as the face of wrestling? They say The Rock. The Rock? He's been retired for ages. Right? Like, who is it? Maybe you can argue Roman Reigns. Maybe he's the closest thing that we've had as a Roman Reigns character. But outside of that, there hasn't really been anybody. Okay. Have a good night, Alex. Thanks for hanging out. All right. Absolute last chance to ask something or forever hold your peace because we're about to end the show. It's been over 2 hours and 10 minutes of fun chill with Phil. What do you guys think of here for the end here? Have I been working on my biceps? No. Absolutely not. My biceps? What are you talking about? These? Have I been working with my... No. No. My biceps? What? Have I been working on my biceps? What? You guys are fun. You guys are silly fun. I don't know what the Hulkster double arm flex is. I don't know what that is. You guys have to understand, I liked Hulk Hogan in the 80s. When he left WWE and went to WCW, I like never watched him ever again. I saw him once in person. He was at a SmackDown in the early 2000s when he had his second big run with WWE. But that was it. Like, I'm not like, I was a Hulk fan when I was a kid. These people who obsess over Hulk Hogan, again, they're like weird in the head. Hulk Hogan passed away. Are you sad? I'm a little sad, but it's not universe crushing to me. I don't really care. It's not a big deal. I never was obsessed with the guy. And I don't get why people say that shit. They're nuts. I wasn't flexing on you. Someone asked. I wasn't flexing on anyone. Someone asked. And I wanted, All right, folks. I think it's time to call it a night. I hope that you guys enjoyed the silliness of Chill with Phil. Really, I hope you did. I had a good time hanging out with all of you, and thank you for the support. Again, do you understand when I say if we do a night like this and I have fun with you and all we did was talk and I hit a goal? Do you understand how frustrating it is when I spend like an entire stream playing a game and we can't hit a support goal? That's where the true frustration comes, because it almost seems to me like if I just hung out with you guys a lot, I'd be just as successful, if not more successful. But I also love being a gamer. I want to be a gamer. I want to continue to do playthroughs and enjoy games. That's where I think a lot of the enjoyment of my content comes from. And that's what drives me nuts, is that sometimes I could just have a night like tonight, a random Chill with Phil night. And look how great it went. We had a ton of fun. We joked around. I flexed like an idiot, like you wanted. I hit my goal. We had a good time, right? That's what it's all about. So I don't understand why sometimes I can play a game and we can't hit a goal. It actually drives me nuts. Maybe one day it'll be just me blabbing with you guys all day. I don't know. Who are we going to? All right. What I'll do is I'll end the recording, and then I'm going to end the chat with the chat tonight because they're talking about like hosting someone on Kick and stuff like that. Guys, thank you. Great night. I just smacked my microphone. Great night. Had a lot of fun. Hope that you guys enjoy, and I will see you soon for more fun here on DSP Gaming. Peace out. Good night.